Welcome aboard, Nakama. The long wait is over. Chapter 1151 of One Piece is finally here. And what an incredible turning point this chapter has proven to be. While we don't yet have an all-out war or high-stakes one-on-one battle, the story has officially crossed the threshold into a new era of intensity, emotional weight, and shocking revelations. In this video, we'll take you through a deep, full-length breakdown of chapter 1151, analyzing every moment and its implications for the world of One Piece. We'll go panel by panel, character by character, and theory by theory to fully explore how Oda is preparing us for the final climactic battle, Luffy versus Emu. Make sure you watch till the end because we'll be diving into some massive predictions for chapter 1152 and beyond. We begin this chapter with scenes from the Sun Realm of Elbaf, and it's immediately clear that everything is falling apart. Dorry and Brogy, two of Elbaf's oldest, most trusted, most respected warriors, have been turned into demons by Emu. This isn't a metaphor. Their forms have been literally twisted into monstrous shapes, their eyes devoid of reason. And the worst part, it's working. The people of Elbaf are losing hope. Emu's goal is not just domination, it's psychological warfare. By turning the very symbols of Elbaf's strength into pawns, Emu is effectively destroying the foundation of the giant's spiritual pride. And it gets worse. Jarul, the final elder, the last untouched remnant of Elbaf's heroic past, is now the target. Dorry and Brogy are marching toward the eastern village to eliminate him, and with every step they take, Elbaf moves closer to total collapse. Emu's strategy is clear. Demonize Elbaf's warriors, create a crisis of faith, use despair to rule. It's a classic tactic of tyrants. Turn symbols of resistance into tools of suppression. And the people, they won't fight their own heroes until it's too late. Let's now talk about Emu's presence in this chapter. We don't see them in direct combat, but Oda gives us something far more unnerving. Emu's haki is shown to be so powerful, so overwhelming, that even Luffy, who has stared down the likes of Kaido, Big Mom, and Enel, looks shaken. This isn't just Conqueror's haki, this is something darker, more ancient. It doesn't knock people out, it slowly crushes their will. Could this be a lost form of Conqueror's haki? A type of will suppression haki that was used during the Void Century? One theory suggests that Emu's power is rooted in a forbidden form of spiritual warfare, one that predates even Joy Boy's era. Continue until their hearts don't break and they don't submit. It's not a command, it's a curse, a mantra, and it tells us everything we need to know about how Emu operates. While previous villains like Kaido ruled through force and Crocodile through deception, Emu rules through mental erosion. That's what makes them so terrifying. They don't need to fight you to destroy you. From the chaos above, we cut to a flashback beneath the surface, deep in Elbaf's underworld. And this is where chapter 1151 delivers one of the most powerful, emotional moments for a Straw Hat we haven't seen in the spotlight recently. Tony Chopper. In this flashback, Chopper saves none other than Scopper Gabon, yes, the second strongest member of the Roger Pirates. Gabon is falling into a deep pit, unconscious and injured. Chopper, without hesitation, activates Guard Point and cushions the fall with his massive furball form. Then he begins treatment. Quickly, carefully, like a seasoned doctor. But more than anything, he does it with bravery. Gon is the insecure reindeer who once trembled at the idea of being a pirate. In his place is a man who can save legends. And then we get the line, "I was the second strongest of the Roger Pirates." Mic drop. The fandom explodes. This confirms everything. Gabon wasn't just a background figure. He's a legend. And now he's awake, alive, possibly ready to reveal the truths of the Void Century. Back in the present, the surface realm of Elbaf is falling into chaos. People are evacuating, the giants are panicking, children are missing, families torn apart, and still, the demonized Dorry and Brogy march forward. Elbaf's warriors are now divided. Some are frozen by shock, others are too afraid to fight the very legends they once idolized. And Jarul, the last of the old guard, is preparing for what might be his final stand. But Oda does something brilliant here. He's not just showing a physical battle, he's showing a spiritual death. Elbaf isn't just losing warriors, it's losing its identity. The enemy here isn't a villain with a sword, it's a villain who turns heroes into monsters. It's one of the darkest story beats in One Piece history, and it's effective because it hits at the core of what makes One Piece so powerful: legacy, symbolism, inherited will. Meanwhile, we return to the Straw Hat Pirates, and Luffy is quiet. There's no joke, no excitement, outburst, no cheerful declaration. He's just still, because Luffy can feel it. The pressure, the fear, the tragedy. He senses Emu's presence. He feels the pain in the air. And for once, He pauses, but only for a moment. Let's go. That's all he says, but in those 2 words, we hear everything. Luffy has fought tyrants, gods, emperors, but now he's going to fight for something even deeper, the soul of a kingdom. And he's not going alone. With him are the Straw Hat crew, the new giant warrior pirates, possibly Scopper Gabon. A rising theory suggests Prince Loki may join them. This is not just another raid. It's not like Onigashima or Dressrosa. This is an ideological war, a spiritual confrontation, and Luffy is ready to lead it. Let's talk about the enigma that's been brewing in the background for far too long. Prince Loki. We first heard his name way back during Big Mom's wedding plans, intended as a political marriage. Since then, he's been absent, a mystery wrapped in royal blood. But now, in chapter 1151, everything hints that Loki's return is near. Here's the theory. Loki opposed Imu long ago. He saw the cracks forming in Elbaf's future and tried to stop it. For that, he was imprisoned or banished. Now, with Dorry and Brogy corrupted, Jarul aging, and the people of Elbaf in disarray, Loki is their only hope. Luffy, known for freeing kings and igniting revolutions, may be the one to liberate Loki. If Loki returns to the stage, Elbaf might rise again, this time not with strength alone, but with purpose. Could Loki be the one who knows the truth about Elbaf's link to the ancient kingdom, or Joy Boy himself? Don't be surprised if chapter 1152 opens with a prison cell and a crown waiting to be reclaimed. Now that Gabon is back in the spotlight, let's look at the massive implications. Scopper Gabon wasn't just a fighter, he was Roger's confidant. If Rayleigh is the heart, Gabon might be the mind, the tactician, the historian. He went to Laugh Tale, he saw the poneglyphs, he knows what the One Piece is. And now, in a world teetering on collapse, he's awake. This means he might know Imu's origin, he might know why Elbaf matters. He might even carry a message from Roger, meant for Joy Boy's successor. Gabon could be the one to explain what Joy Boy failed to do and what Luffy must now complete. Just imagine, Gabon standing beside Luffy, passing on the final piece of the puzzle before the final war begins. Oda is known for planting seeds, and in this chapter, every panel screams, the final war is coming. Here's what this chapter foreshadows. Imu's forces will invade Elbaf fully. The world government's technology may make its way to the battlefield. Giants, Straw Hats, revolutionaries, and possibly even Blackbeard's crew could collide here. And Luffy's decision to fight Imu will begin a chain reaction globally. This won't be Marineford 2.0. It'll be something bigger, deeper, with Joy Boy at the center and Elbaf as the spark. Don't be surprised if this arc becomes the turning point where alliances form, secrets are revealed, and the war for the world truly begins. Chapter 1151 might not have given us full battles, but it gave us something even better: purpose. Imu's terror is real, Luffy's resolve is tested, Chopper's growth is validated, Gabon's return changes the game, Loki's potential return could shift the balance, and now Elbaf stands on the edge. What do you think Gabon knows? Will Loki return in the next chapter? And what power does Imu truly wield? Like this video if you're hyped for chapter 1152. Until next time, stay strong, chase your dream, and remember, the One Piece is real.